Good morning, children. So let us continue about the soil erosion. Already you have learned about it, isn't it? Soil erosion means washing away of the topmost layer of soil by the factors like wind, water, all those things. Okay. So this we will see when there is heavy wind, what happens? Our soil will be eroded. Now let us see erosion by water. Earlier you have learned about erosion by wind. Now let us learn by erosion by water. Heavy rainfall causes the topsoil to be washed away. So when there is heavy rainfall, you see the topsoil will be washed away. Erosion of soil because of water occurs mostly in hilly areas as the water flows down faster on the slopes, taking the top fertile and soil along with it. So especially where do you see this erosion by water? Especially in the hilly areas. How is the hilly areas? You see, it will be slow, slanting, isn't it? There will be slopy areas. So what happens when the water is falling on the top of the hill? It immediately will start rushing down. When it starts rushing down, what happens? Flowing down, what happens? That time all the soil which is present on the slopes will be washed away. It will be carried away. So, especially in the hilly areas, erosion will be faster. Because you know water when it moves from top to bottom, the speed will be more, isn't it? So now let us see here. See, heavy rainfall causes the topsoil to be washed away. Erosion of soil because of water occurs mostly in hilly areas as the water flows down faster on the slopes, taking the top fertile soil along with it. The water which contains soil flows into the rivers. So what happens? That is going to go into the water resources, especially it will pass into the rivers. All this washed away soil and water is going to reach to the water resources, especially the rivers. On reaching the plains means a flat area, flat land or flat area, you call that as plains. So on reaching the plains, the flow of the river slows down and the soil carried by them settles down at the bottom of the rivers. Understood? So when it is coming to plain area, what happens? The speed of it will decrease. When it's coming from slope, speed will be more. But when it comes to plain, the speed will be less. Understood? So here, on reaching the plains, the flow of the river slows down and the soil carried by them settles down at the bottom of the rivers. So that time what happens? All these mud particles which is carried, they will go and settle down at the bottom. If the deposition of soil continues for years, it can cause rivers to change their course. So if the deposition of soil continues for years, from so many years, if the deposition of the soil is going on in the river, what will happen? It can cause rivers to change their course. So it will be moving in one direction. Okay, the flow of water will be in one direction. But if the mud goes on filling, what happens? The mud particles will start raising up. What will happen to the water? Water which was going in one direction will start moving in different directions. Did you understand? So if the deposition of soil continues for years, it can cause rivers to change their course. That means their directions will be changed. This can have devastating effects, causing huge loss of life and property. So recently you have seen how the floods have affected so many people, isn't it? So many people, so many organisms, properties, everything. No? So what happens because of this wind? What happens is soil is going on settling in the water. So what happens? There is no place for the water to settle down. That time the water will start moving away. So when it moves, we call that as flood. What will happen? It carries all the materials which comes in its way because it's moving in a high speed. So this can have devastating effects, causing huge loss of life and property. So soil erosion by water, you can see. Actually like dam, like it is, you can see a bund. There will be bunds. It is opening and going, water. See, it is opening in that bund and it's moving. So like that it can open the dams also. If you have constructed any dams, even that can also just break open due to the what? Speed of the water. And amount of water is also more. Now let us see about erosion due to human activities. How human beings are also responsible for erosion of soil. The roots of plants hold the particles of the soil firmly and thus help in reducing erosion caused due to wind and water. Normally what happens, the plants roots will be holding the soil tightly. If the soil is held tightly with the help of the roots, what will happen? Even if water flows or wind blows also, there won't be more amount of soil erosion. Understood? So humans are mainly responsible for destroying plant cover, thus leading to massive erosion of soil. So what are the human beings doing? They are the main responsible for the erosion of soil. How? For their living, what are they doing? They are cutting down the trees, isn't it? Deforestation. So when they cut down the trees, what is happening? Can the roots of the plants hold it tightly? No. The plants itself are destroyed. So that time they cannot hold the topsoil firmly, right? See, humans are mainly responsible for destroying plant cover, thus leading to massive erosion of soil. Humans require wood. Wood means from where you are getting? From trees. You are getting from trees. So they require wood for a number of things like fuel, means to burn. Fuel, building materials. For building, for construction also they require wood, isn't it? So from where are they going to get the wood? They are getting from trees. What will they do to get it? They have to cut down the trees. So once the trees are cut down, what happens? For the soil also will be eroded due to different factors. To meet the ever increasing demand of wood, plants are being cut down on a large scale. So what happens? On large scale means so many of the plants, trees are cut down by human beings. The cutting down of trees on a large scale is called deforestation. So that process of cutting down with the trees on large scale means many trees are cut down. Then you call that process as deforestation. Who is responsible for deforestation? It is man who is responsible for deforestation. The cutting of trees loosens the topsoil and results in soil erosion. So what happens if the trees are cut down? Then automatically topsoil will become loose. Once the soil becomes loose, wind blows, water flows, whatever it is, what happens? It will be washed away. So this washing away is called as soil erosion. So who is responsible here? Human beings are responsible due to deforestation. Now, overgrazing by cattle is another human activity that leads to soil erosion. Overgrazing. You leave all your cattle, your cows, sheep, everything in the fields. What will happen? Plants are their food, isn't it? So they go on eating the plants, they will eat the plants, they will reach to the roots. Even the roots will be pulled down. They will be eating that roots also. When the sufficient amount of leaves and other things are not available, what happens? Finally, they start pulling the roots also, they will eat it. What is happening during that time? During that time, what happens? The soil becomes loose, completely loose. So it becomes what? Topsoil, wherein it will be washed away with wind and water. Is it? By wind and water, it will be washed away. So here, see, overgrazing by cattle is another human activity that leads to soil erosion. When cattle graze in fields, cattle or the cows grazing, they are grazing means to eat the food. What is the food? The plants. When cattle graze in fields, year after year, they pull out the roots of the plants. When there is no sufficient amount of food, what happens? Even the roots will be pulled out. Hence, the soil becomes loose and can be easily eroded by wind or water. Too much plowing, even if you go on plowing too much. Plowing means what? You are going on digging the ground, isn't it? So when you go on digging the ground continuously, what will happen? See, too much plowing of farmland by humans also loosens the soil and leads to erosion. Yeah. So deforestation, see, cutting of trees, and they have just put all that logs of wood here. Can you see the logs of wood? So that is called as deforestation. So cutting of trees is called as deforestation. So you can see here, how the deforestation has taken place. Who is responsible for this? It is human beings who are responsible for deforestation. Now let us go for the next one, soil conservation. How to protect, how to safeguard the soil. Soil conservation. So protection of soil. The topsoil is fertile as it contains humus. Humus means organic matter, I told you, plant and animal products. So the topsoil is fertile as it contains humus, which has nutrients and organic matter required for the growth of plants. isn't it? So it is consisting of all the plant and animal products, which is consisting of minerals, nutrients, organic matter, everything is there. Therefore, topsoil must be protected from being washed or blown away by water or wind. So what you have to do? You have to conserve them. You have to safeguard them. Why? Because it is consisting of all the nutrients which is required for the growth of plants. So they have to be conserved. Otherwise what happens? They will be blown away by water or wind, isn't it? So the protection of topsoil against erosion is called soil conservation. What is soil conservation means? You are protecting the topsoil. How? From the water, wind, other factors. That is called as soil conservation. So let me stop it here, children. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.